Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are starting one of the most important foundation topics in Java for testers. So let's understand the main components of Java, that is JDK, JRE, JVM and IDE. So every automation tester using Java must clearly understand these four terms. Many beginners get confused between this, but don't worry. In this session we will understand it very clearly. The first component is JDK, which stands for Java Development Kit. Okay, so as the name suggests, it provides the environment to develop and run Java programs. So JDK is a complete package that contains the development tools which help us write and compile Java programs, and JRE, that is the Java runtime environment to run Java programs. So in other words, we can say JDK is nothing but a combination of development tools plus JRE, that is Java runtime environment. So if you want to write a Java code, compile Java code, build Selenium automation scripts, then you must install JDK in your system. So whenever we download Java software for development, we always download JDK and not JRE alone. So also remember, when you install JDK, JRE and JVM are automatically included in that installation. No need to install JRE and JVM separately. In fact, we cannot install JVM separately. Okay, so even if you are installing JDK, that will automatically install JRE and JVM. The next component is JRE. JRE, so which stands for Java Runtime Environment. JRE provides an environment to run the Java programs, but not to develop them. So if you want to develop them, you should go with the JDK, okay, and not JRE. So JRE will provide an environment to run the Java programs, but not to develop them. So this means if you only want to run a Java based application and you are not writing a Java code, then installing JRE is enough. So for example, if a company gives you a ready-made Java based tool, you only need JRE to run that tool. Okay, so no need to go for installing JDK. Only JRE should be enough. Also remember, when you install JRE, JVM is automatically included in that installation. No need to install JVM separately, and in fact we cannot install JVM separately. Okay, the third component is the JVM. So this is the most important part in Java, and it stands for Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. Okay, so Java Virtual Machine is the engine that executes Java programs. So with the help of JDK development tools, you are writing the code, you are developing the Java code. With the help of JRE, it will provide you the environment to run the Java code. But JVM is the engine that actually executes your Java programs. So let's understand the execution flow. So when we write a Java code, the file name for that particular code is .java file. Okay, it is a .java. Okay, like if you are storing or if you are saving any Java code file, that must be saved with the .java extension. Okay, then at the time of compilation, let's say at the time of compilation here, okay, compile, okay, JDK compiler converts it into the .class file. Okay, so that is the .class file. Okay, and which is in bytecode. Okay, and JVM reads this bytecode. So next comes a JVM, so which always reads this bytecode. Okay, read bytecode. Okay, and then JVM converts it into a machine language. Okay, then convert it into a machine language and executes it line by line. Okay, and then the execution gets started. Okay, line by line. So because every operating system has its own JVM, so Java becomes platform independent here. Okay, so very important points. JVM is included inside JDK and JRE, so we cannot install JVM separately. if you are installing JDK or JRE, JVM will automatically included in that particular installation. So JVM's main job is executing the bytecode. Okay, that is nothing but a dot class file. So after compilation, the .java file gets converted into dot class file, that is into the bytecode file. So now again, one of the most important term, that is IDE, which is nothing but a integrated development environment. Okay, so this is again one of the important component here. So an IDE is a software where we can write Java code, we can compile it, and we can run those programs very easily. So for example, you might have heard about, definitely you might have heard about Eclipse, IntelliJ IDEA, VS Code. These are all IDEs. So for Selenium automation, we generally prefer to go with Eclipse or IntelliJ as an IDE. So let's summarize everything simply. JDK is used to develop and run Java programs, whereas JRE used only to run Java programs, not for development. Okay. JVM, which executes the Java bytecode, that is the dot class file, and IDE is a tool where we write Java code, where we compile those, where we run those. Okay. Also remember, if you are installing JDK, JRE and JVM are automatically included. If you are installing only JRE, again it will install JVM as well, okay, along with the JRE. So JVM cannot be installed separately. So as the automation testers, we install JDK, we write code in an IDE, JDK compiles the code, JVM executes the code, and JRE provides runtime support. That's how our Selenium JavaScript runs successfully. So today we learned the 4 core components of Java: JDK, that is the Java Development Kit; JRE, Java Runtime Environment; JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, that is nothing but an execution engine; IDE, which is a coding tool. So this is the foundation of Java for testers. So hit subscribe, because this playlist is going to take you from zero to job ready, step by step. Thank you. See you in the next class.